Hey y'all, it's February the 29th, 2016. Happy leap day. This is leap year. That means that whatever you do on this day, it doesn't count. All right. So just do whatever you want. It doesn't count. All right. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff today. I'm going to be quite busy. All right. So I wanted to continue covering news articles and stuff. I may find time. I may not find time. But just like yesterday, today is a shitstorm, basically. A shitstorm of bad stuff happening. Or, kind of interesting stuff happening. I just wanted to run through it like I do sometimes. So, real quick, let's just run through it. Now, I'm on the drug report .com, and we're going to just take a quick overview of what in the world is going on right now. Let's see. What's at the top? Let's just start off with what's at the top. All right. We got a shock poll. All right, that took place. Hillary could lose New York to Trump. That is shocking. Anyways, Senator Jeff Sessions, he endorsed Trump, and I'm not too familiar with him, but I know he's kind of a big deal from what I understand. And he's talking about busting up the oligarchy. If you're not familiar with an oligarchy, that's what we're under, or a dictatorship, or a tyranny, or the tribulation, the end of days. All right, there's a lot of words for it. Displaced Disney workers speak at rally. Shame on Rubio. I'm assuming this is in Florida, and Rubio is an asshole and a homo robot. We already established that. ICE union on Gang of Eight. Apparently, a group called ICE. Their opinions on the Gang of Eight is it's as if criminals wrote it themselves. It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. It's as if the sun rose today. It's as if. Anyways, Republican Civil War intensifies. You know what's crazy? It's just a Republican, right? And he's getting so much popularity. It's like half the nation already is gung ho for him. They love him. They love his guts. His name is Trump, all right? And this is somehow bad for the Republican Party. Somehow this causes all sort of turmoil for them. I have no idea how, except for the fact that they suck balls. Let's see. Trump commands a 33-point lead nationally, like I said. All right. And apparently this is a problem somehow. Candidates hoping to survive tomorrow. Why? Because they're criminals. All right. And we're figuring that out. Biden, he apologizes to Mexico for wall comments. He's apologizing to Mexico because of some of the harsh wall comments that were made to Mexico. I apologize as well. I apologize because Biden is absolutely a pedophile and a motherfucking weirdo. So my apologies to whoever's not pedophiles and whoever doesn't like that. Last blast, winter storm targets the Midwest and the East. So if you're on the Midwest or if you're in the East, look out for a little bit more coldness, all right? Cops say that a pastor was shot at the pulpit, and I heard about that. Still haven't read about that. And this was during services at the pulpit. Turns out by his own brother. Turns out he was fucking up. All right, paper says that the FEC decision would end the witch hunt on Drudge, which would be a great thing because I'm literally on Drudge's website right now. Okay, students displaying anti-LGBT stickers at high school touch off a free speech debate, and the fact that you have to have a debate about free speech is amazing in the United States of America. But I just want to point out something: you can have all the pro-LGBT stickers in the world covering your car, right? Right, that's not a bad thing, is it? Okay, but if you have an anti-LGBT sticker, that's something we need to debate about now. All right. So basically, what I'm getting at is you can have feelings. If you go to public school, yeah, you can have feelings. You can have all the feelings you want. Opinions? No, fuck that. You can't have no opinions. China fixes the yuan at 4-week low despite their pledge. Turns out China don't give a shit about pledges. They just make them and they don't care about that. Boom bust. Manhattan penthouse sliced into as luxury market falters. Don't care very much about that. Buffett, and I'm assuming that's Warren Buffett, says to ignore politicians, ignore them as much as you can because there's a bright future ahead, according to Warren Buffett. Now, I want to throw up in such a specific manner that it creates the face of Warren Buffett on the ground, all right? It's disgusting. He brushes off climate change risk, which I thought was the biggest risk in the entire world, but apparently it isn't. Profitability of insurance businesses could benefit. Oh, really? All right, update. Pope AIDS mysterious death alarms the Vatican. All right, the Pope, he had an AIDS, and he died mysteriously. This is alarming the Vatican. I gotta wonder if they're gonna run an autopsy on the fella, find out what exactly happened, because autopsies are pretty useful in that way. All right, North Dakota oil bust shatters ships dreams of transplants. Yeah, if you didn't know, oil busts are taking place all over the dang nation. Not good for us. All right, sex last night. Did you have sex last night? Your smartphone knows more than you think. Oh, really? Hmm. I didn't see that coming. All right. Horror in Moscow, and this is in Russia, as a woman in a burqa walks the streets carrying a child's severed head. And I didn't see that one coming either. I know y'all didn't see that one coming. Oh, man, that's a surprise. Alua Akbar is probably what she was saying. She roamed for about an hour before the police stopped her, or anybody stopped her, I guess you would say. They probably didn't want to be politically incorrect. DiCaprio wins first Oscar. I don't care. And Inarruitio enters Hollywood lore. I don't know what that word means anyways. Anyways, anti-Hillary director warns against candidates who take weirdo billionaire money. All right. Apparently, This is news to me. Hillary Clinton's taking money from straight up weirdo billionaires. Savage, barbarian billionaires around the world. Biden standing ovation. Now, that's just what the headline says. It says Biden standing ovation. Let me tell you something. The words Biden and standing ovation should never, ever, ever be in the same sentence, ever. All right. Spotlight. Winner rips Pope Francis and says, time to protect the children. You know what? That might be a good idea. Pope Francis, you might want to think about that. Protecting children. Maybe that's on his to-do list and stuff. He just hasn't gotten around to it. Hollywood isn't in the morality business. Oh man, are you serious? Hollywood? Um, their biggest product that they produce is pedophilia. Anyways, The Rock lynching jokes went too far. Apparently, The Rock, I'm assuming that would be Dwayne Johnson, has some lynching jokes, and they went way too far in a country where we got free speech, apparently. Actually, we don't. Anyways, tech firms treating AI engineers like star athletes, apparently. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I mean, are they taking them in the back and sucking them off? What does that mean? All right. Apparently, it's prompting bidding wars. So I guess they're like holding drafts and stuff. And it's really like the NBA now as far as AI engineers are going. So if you're an AI engineer, you better go get that money. GPS devices tracking wildlife, which is enlightening humans. And I'm not sure how in the world that's actually news because from what I understand, they've been doing that for a very long time. All right. Out MSNBC parts with Melissa Harris Perry's after the host's critical email. Okay, apparently Melissa Harris Perry sent a very critical email to MSNBC in which she called them racist. Wow. Yeah, everybody's a racist according to Melissa Harris Perry. She's completely and utterly insane. Most of the world knows that. There's a little percentage of the world that doesn't know that. They are completely and utterly insane, those people, right? Melissa Harris Perry is barely even black. What she should have done was taken her money and moved out of the bad neighborhood that she cries about all the time into a better neighborhood. But she didn't. She said, I'm not a token. I'm not Mammy. I'm not a little brown bobblehead. You know what? You are barely black. Jude Law team attacked and mugged in a jungle immigrant camp. Apparently, Jude Law, the actor, has a team. Okay, and they were attacked in an immigrant camp. Might I suggest that they stay out of immigrant camps from now on? Okay, migrants using battering rams to smash through fence on Macedonia-Greece border. Apparently, they do not get hints at all. Hard to find bread in shortage-stricken Venezuela. You know what? I could swear that either they're socialists or they were socialists very recently. You might want to ask Bernie Sanders about that. Were they not socialists? Are they still not socialists? And dying from hunger. Dying for fame, reality star suicides in focus. Apparently, a lot of reality stars have been committing suicide, and honestly, I think that's a good thing. Rising Democrat star resigns as DNC vice chair and endorses Bernie Sanders. Good for him. Airbnb guests shocked by decomposing corpse. I'm not sure what that means. I think people got on the airplane and found a decomposing corpse, and they were shocked by that. I would be shocked by that as well. All right, we're almost done here. Severed horse head found in Manhattan Park. Now, I'm very interested. I want to see about that. What I'm going to guess before I even see about that is that's a message to somebody. That don't happen by accident. Police chief offended by middle school. This is a middle school. Police chief offended by middle school's Black History Month program. And he says it's a direct attack on the police. And we're talking about a middle school. Apparently, Black Lives Matters. Farrakhan, he said, "Don't fall for Satan, Hillary Clinton." All right, fellow Farrakhan, he's a pretty outspoken individual. Me and him don't agree on very much. All right, but some of the things we do agree on, this is one of them. Hillary Clinton is a Satan. All right. The electric scalp cap, if you have not heard of it, is a device that's used to upload info to the brain in seconds. Right. If you think for any reason that this is a good idea, you are a blithering retard. The end. Mexico issues alert after theft of radioactive material. Apparently, people are stealing stuff from out of Mexico, radioactive stuff. You know what, guys? I think maybe we should put a wall between us and them. You know what I mean? Like that might be a good idea. Come to think about it. All right. UK launches first new daily newspaper in 3 decades. The reason for this is newspapers suck balls. All right. Nobody's reading them. And lastly, fighting infections with viruses as antibiotics fail. We've overused antibiotics to the point where now they're falling short. All right. They can't even stop these super bugs. Right. So instead of using antibiotics, now they're going to use viruses to do that. I'm not a scientist. I don't have on a lab coat. But I think that might be freaking retarded. All right. This is February 29th, Elite Day, 2016, man. Hold your head up. It's Tribulation, Sam and Days.